Makers, the final frontier. These are the adventures of the YouTube channel Little History. Its eternal mission to explore strange new models, to seek out new kits and new brands, to boldly go where no scratch build has gone before. Welcome aboard, everyone. It's time for the Show and Tell Show. The first episode of season 2. We are streaming in full glorious 1080p to the Rumble, to the Twitch, to the YouTube, to the Instagram, and to the X, formerly Twitter. And joining me on tonight's show, early doors, straight in. Let's split it up and welcome Manuel. Hey, Manuel, welcome aboard.
Yay, Manuel.
How you doing, buddy?
I'm here.
Good to see you. Crafting Budgie Mama, that's my favourite Natasha in the entire world. I was going to say Budgie Smuggler, but we...
That's why I put it in there for you, you know. If I spelled it right. You know.
Yeah, you are.
In Australia.
From Australia, Tasmania, we have the one, the only Tasmanian devil. We have Scott. Welcome aboard, Scott.
Hello. Well, in Australia, Budgie Smuggler has a different meaning.
That's why I got told off for saying it. Right, okay. For new viewers to the Show and Tell Show, basically the format is we go round the people on the panel, and they show us whatever new models or hobbies they've completed. It doesn't have to be a plastic model. It could be diamond art. It could be Legos. It could be anything. As long as you're a maker, you can take part in this show. And welcome aboard everyone in chat and everyone from the different platforms watching us right now. I am going to start with the wonderful Natasha by putting her on the big screen. Here we go. That was Scott. There we go. Natasha! Yeah. I could tell it's an owl. Tell us all about it.
This is Hedwig. A lot of people will know from Harry Potter. And the only thing I like out of Harry Potter is Hedwig. And I moved in here. It took me exactly 3 weeks to make.
Now, this isn't Lego, is it? This is...
No, this is building blocks. Can't get the camera right. Sod it. I'll just take you all for a spin.
It's absolutely huge. I would imagine a kit like that, if it was Lego, would be in the 200-300 quid region. What brand is that, or is it an unbranded one?
Unbranded. It's from Joy Toy World. JC knows a bit more.
I'm guessing Joy Toy World is an online thing, is it?
Yes. It's even got all sorts. A load of books. I really did not know this would be huge.
Wow, look at that. It's even got like potions and stuff stashed in the back. That's amazing.
I stuck that upside down for now.
I
know where it were.
So, is it like officially licensed, or have they like done what the Chinese normally do, make a spelling mistake in the name, like call it Hegwig or something like that?
I think, if I'm not wrong, it's a clone, as they call it. JC will know more because I can't word anything. There's the back. He's quite awesome at the back, actually, with all that black.
We've got our friend JC Bricks and Bills in the chat, and he's saying he'd just like to clarify that Tasha buying Hedwig was not his fault.
It was his fault. He sent me the link.
Truth out.
That's fantastic, though. So, Natasha, what was the cost of that?
48.
£48. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of blocks for very little money. So I'm guessing people out there, if you're into your Lego or your blocks, I mean, especially if you're comparing the prices of the Chinese stuff that's coming out, because Lego don't have the copyright on the blocks anymore, because I heard a story that someone forgot to renew the copyright on them or something like that. Is that right, Natasha?
I can't remember. Oh, I think it's a copyright they have got is Emu, but anything Disney.
But JC Brits and Bells is in the chat. He probably knows more about that copyright thing.
Yeah.
It's quite funny when it happened when the guy at Lego forgot to renew the patent or the copyright on Lego, the bricks, and then everybody else could make them without paying a fee to Lego. So
Right.
whoever that guy was, he's probably been sacked now. And the head spins all the way around. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like The Exorcist. Look, just not looking everywhere.
I'm not going to do my Exorcist impression. I'll get kicked off YouTube.
But that's what I've done. It took me through.
That is wonderful, Natasha. So, Natasha, how long did it take you to build from beginning to end?
I moved in on the 10th. Started it on one of the lives straight after moving in. About a week after. It took me 3 weeks from there. I'd already been in a week.
That's fantastic. JC says that Hedwig is a non-Lego brand, and the brand is King, full 100% clone to the original Lego build. So this is actually a clone of a Lego kit. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a bit naughty. Right, I'm going to split this up and say a big hi to everyone joining us in the chat right now. David Markey, as always, first in. We've got TBG joining us as well. Haunted Railway joining us as well. Cheverton Junction, hey CJ, how you doing? Sprue and Glue's joined us as well. Hey Sprue and John Alec, welcome aboard, my friend. So that's all the chat caught up with quickly. I am going to go to Scott. 1 second. You ready for this, Scott?
No.
I have to apologise to Scott as well because it's like 7 a.m. in the morning in Australia and he's just got out of bed. So sorry, Scott.
Oh, good.
He's not sorry. That's the thing.
What have you got for us, buddy?
I'll do it like this. It's that lot.
Wow. I mean, I did say just one kit, but if you want to go all three, that's fine. Take us through them then, bud.
It's got to be one at a time, obviously, but I'll just do this. Well, this is the build I did with the speed build, if you remember.
Yeah.
This is the Hawk trainer.
I explained a while ago, we did a speed build. A bunch of us in the community did a speed build of the Airfix 172 starter kits, which Sprue and Glue won the competition. Mine was an absolute mess, which is now in the bin.
And yeah, well, this is my that's what I did for it anyway. So that's done.
That really does look good for a speed build.
Yeah, and this is my first ever tank that I built. This is M1A1 Abrams.
And that's in Ukrainian colours, I can see that.
In Ukrainian colours, yes, minus the dust. There you go.
So what make is that, Scott?
Tamiya.
That's the Tamiya, nice.
The make for this was an Airfix kit. And this is a Tamiya 135 reboxing, obviously, for the Ukrainian Abrams. They've done the same.
Really nice.
And actually,
any problems with the builds at all?
Well, the only
really annoying.
only problem is I didn't tighten the screw up in here, and it's too late now because you can't fix that because you have to pull it apart because this flops.
Yeah. Lazy gun.
Yeah. So that's why it's like that. And the camo's all done by hand with airbrush.
Well, that's all hand painted. It looks sprayed.
It's sprayed,
Right.
airbrushed, but it was my own pattern for the
right, okay.
camo.
I do the same thing. I make up my own pattern.
And there you go.
So what was the cost on the tank, mate? Can you remember how much you paid for it? 135.
I think it was 75. It's quite cheap, really. About $75, I think.
$75 works out about 50 quid UK. Is that right?
No idea.
No idea. Assume so.
I'm no good at converting.
Going back to the starter kits from Airfix, anyone new to modelling, it is a truly ace way to get into modelling. I was really surprised by the jet bomber. But I got so angry with it, I took it in the bin. So I tried repainting it, and it just ruined it. I didn't take it in the bin because it was a rubbish kit. It was a good kit, but because it was a speed build, I rushed it, and I shouldn't have. But that's the point of the speed build. You rush it. Thank you for that, Scott. I'm going to go to our Manuel. I haven't seen you for ages, Manuel. How you doing, buddy?
We can't hear you, Manuel. I don't know if you've muted yourself or don't have your microphone.
Manuel, you don't seem to have your microphone working, buddy. Let's give Manuel a moment to get his microphone going.
Yeah. Messes around the internet or technology.
While he's doing that, I'm going to do some chat. CJ says hello to everyone in chat. Haunted Railway says hey Tony. CJ says hey Jake. David Mikey says hello Tony. CJ says hey David. JC Bricks and Bill says a guy on my local market made a valid point earlier. Airfix and Hot Wheels do stuff like Lego, but won't ever touch them with a lawsuit. But yet they will with Chinese brands. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Haunted Railway says definitely James. JC Bricks and Bill says hey Jake. Jordan Junction says hey JC. Haunted Railway says hey. JC Bricks and Bill says hey CJ. GWR Buckley Junction says evening all. If you're wondering, anyone new to the channel, if you're wondering why I read out all the chat or as much chat as I can, it's because if you join us on a different platform, you don't see all the chat that's coming in from say if you're on Rumble, you won't see the chat from Twitch, X, Instagram or YouTube. If you're on YouTube on page, you will see everyone that's in YouTube. The only people who see all of the chat from all the channels are the people actually on the panel. So that's why we read out all the chat. Manuel's reconnected. Let's bring him back in. Here we go. Welcome back, Manuel. Do we have audio? Let me see if it's my end. Hang on. He's still got no audio. Edit mic settings. No, it's not my end. It's definitely your end, Manuel. I don't know why you've got no microphone. Maybe do sign language. Anyone know sign language?
Yeah, that's a swear word.
I know a couple of sign language, but I don't know if I should.
I know the sign language that you know, Scott. Okay, while Manuel's trying to sort out his audio problems, I'll come back to you as soon as your audio switches back on, Manuel. I'm going to go to a couple of things that I've managed to finish. I mean, I never finish anything. It's a well-known meme now on my channel. It takes me far too long to build stuff. But there is a few that I've done, namely the absolutely wonderful Stuka which is not featured on any of the show and tells that I've done. There she is. There's a little bit of a gap there. I know you're going to notice that straight away, but that's because I've got one more clamping panel to put on. If you notice, I put screws. One minute, let me go here. You'll see a couple of screws there which aren't in the kit. That's because there's a little pattress behind there holding all of the cowl together, because I wanted this so that I could take the cowl off and show people the engine detail, which in the kit of this you only get the option to either the cowl on or cowl off, but I wanted both, so I've got screws on the other side as well. Let me spin this around. As you can see with the other pattress there, it's all together. But this is the 124 Stuka JU87B from Airfix. It's a vintage classic kit from 1975. 1975, the first tooling. This is before any kind of computer technology to help build these things. Everything on this was made by hand by a true craftsman. So, like, just say that one of the flaps, that will have had to be made a buck by hand out of whatever material initially they started with. So it could have been balsa, it could have been plasticine or even clay to make these things, because back in the day, like I say, 75 was before the era of computers, and considering this was all handmade, it is unbelievable the amount of detail that they put into this, just down to the riveting on the wings. Let me just bring some. I know regulars on the channel have heard me wax lyrical about this before. I mean, the riveting on the wings is just sublime. Other kits don't have this level of detail even now, even with the releases from 2007, 2010 by other companies. They don't have this level of detail. It does have its problems, as all vintage classic kits from Airfix do. Namely, when you first put the engine together, I'm trying to keep this in focus for you, and it's having trouble because there's different focal lengths. Let me just adjust the focus on this, and then we'll go there. Let's start off with what you can pick this kit up for at the moment. You can pick this kit up for about 120, 130 quid online at the moment. They are still out there, although it's not in production from Airfix anymore. The problems I had with this, the same problems that affect the majority of the Airfix vintage classics, as in fit. But these are things that are easily overcome. On this, one of the main things was the gull wings on it, where these join here and here. I mean, I know you're having trouble seeing this, but there was gaping great gaps in the joins, which I've just used shims to fill it, a little bit of filler, sanded it off, and it was absolutely perfect. The other big problem with the fit on these is, and it's the same thing with the Messerschmitt BF109 that they did in the vintage classics, and that is the nose cone. The nose cone doesn't fit, so you have to do a bit of jiggery pokery with the engine. Mainly there's a big radiator that's just too big for the kit, so I've shimmied off, just sliced off a little bit from the bottom of the radiator to get all this to fit together nice. I'm not going to take the cowl off right now. I'm sure you believe me that if I take that off, there's an engine. In fact, I might take it off. I will take it off, because then you'll believe me that there's an engine under there. I'm not cheating. But first, before we do that, we'll show the pièce de resistance on this thing. I have fully lit it, and I've also, let me get the switch. There we go. So we have a working Jericho horn just down there on that leg. I'm not going to get my finger too close, because I've got a reputation for chopping the fingers off with the fellas. So that's that. We've also got a working landing light, and it doesn't really come out on this, but I've used the AK Super Chrome for the reflector on the back of it, and it really does reflect out. If I turn the lights up in here, you'd see it. So, and we've got the nav lights on the wings, red that side, green on the other. It's too noisy, that, so I'll turn it off. But this is easily the model that's given me the most pleasure to build in the last 30 years. It's an absolutely cracking kit, and if you're thinking about doing something in 124 scale, I cannot recommend this enough. I know in chat, John Alex got his trumpeter version of this, and I know a few other people in the community have already built this Stuka and had the same problems as me with it. But it is my favourite model out of all my kits at the moment. It is finished. I'm not going to do any more weathering on it because I don't think it needs it. I could go crazy with lots of dribbles and stuff all over the engine canopy, but like I say, I don't think it needs it. Again, just to recap, 124 Stuka JU87B from Airfix. Absolute joy to build. Absolute joy. I'm going to go back, see if we've got Manuel back with us. Manuel, do we have a microphone?
Nope.
Let me see if there's any settings here I can fiddle with.
I have no idea. I did message him to see if his PC or laptop been muted at the bottom of the screen, but I haven't.
If you just joined us, by the way, welcome to the Show and Tell show. We're just having some technical issues with Manuel having no audio at the moment. I think he's having a little fiddle around to try and get it going. Manuel, microphone. Right, Manuel's still trying to figure out his microphone. Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to put the Stuka away and get you another one of the builds I've finished out. And then we'll go back around the table, see if Pepper wants to show us anything else that's been finished. I shall be back in just a second.
Okay. No rush.
Keep on talking, Tasha.
I'll try. We've got Bob King in. He says, evening, Terry. Jake said it's a cool plane. Athel said, evening, Scott, Terry, Jake, and whoever.
Hey, Athel, welcome aboard, mate.
David saying hi to Bob. Paul Price says, morning all.
Right, let's get this. You can already see what this is. A lot of people in the community know that we lost Terry Senior a few months ago, and a lot of us did Terry Senior memorial builds. Mine is this absolutely incredible TT02 platformed Mustang GT4 from Tamiya. I'm just going to get it all plugged in so you can see her in all her glory. Now, I've always, ever since being a kid, wanted to build one of these RC 1:10 scale kits from Tamiya, and the opportunity arose with Terry's passing, and I thought I'll do a memorial build because he was into his cars. I need to lift this up because it will go scooting across the table otherwise. So, let me go both cameras. There we go. Grab the remote control. I'll tell you a little bit more about this. Got it?
Hi, Athel.
Okay, as I mentioned, this is the 1:10 scale Tamiya GT4 Mustang from Ford. It's on what they call the TT02 chassis, which is a ubiquitous chassis. It's been around for absolutely ages. Let me get the remote on. There we go. Okay. It cost 130 quid, and for 130 quid you get a lot of bang for your buck. You really do. You get the body shell. You've got everything to do with the TT02 chassis. Let me take this off and work you through it. And again, props to Lord Peter Webster, who is a big time RC guy, and he took me through a few things that I needed to adjust on this. I mean, with the kit, you get everything you need. It's 4-wheel drive. You get all the steering, all the suspension. You get a race-tuned engine, which is like 50, 60 quid on its own to purchase, probably more now. You get the speed controller. The only thing that doesn't come with it is the batteries and the remote receiver. Obviously, you've got to paint it and put all the stickers on yourself, but you get a massive sticker sheet with this. I've done mine in the Terry Senior Memorial stickers, which is the 56 for the year of his birth. And on the front there, it's got the in memory of Terry Senior, and Kiss My Ass on the front and back, as you can see there. But I've done my own little take on this as well. It's not just the standard TTO2 with the TTO2 shell. We have got working lights on it. Let's switch the lights on if I can remember how to do it. There's a button somewhere. Hang on. How did you do it?
Have you tried it outside yet?
I've had it outside a couple of times, but every time I go to take it outside, it starts raining.
Damn
Always the way.
Right, there's a switch on this somewhere. There we go. So if I switch the cameras over, boom. So I've remote controlled up the lights as well, so that they all come on. And we have got reversing lights as well. And it is just an epic piece of kit. And even right down to the four-wheel drive on it, that really amazed me. I have got footage. I didn't organise it for this particular stream. I've got footage of it bombing about outside. But if you think that a decent plastic kit will cost you 130 quid easily, but for this to be full remote control and everything that you get with it, it's just an absolute bargain. Right, let's see if we've got Manuel back in his microphone.
Before you do that, morning, Paul. Paul's just joined us.
Paul, welcome aboard, mate.
Excuse
I'm
me.
pretty sure I sent you an email, Paul. Let me just check my email, make sure I sent you an invite.
Yeah, Paul did say hello earlier.
And then
I'm going to just drop the invite into chat in case he didn't get it.
all right.
Copy. Paul, I'm going to drop the link into the chat in case you didn't get the email. Control V. Come on in, buddy.
I'm here now, Terry.
Yeah!
There we go.
And your pictures got better as well, mate.
Yes, because I'm working with the cameras and the micro sometimes make some conflict between others.
And we've just been joined by Ron as well. Welcome aboard, Ron.
Hello.
Hello,
Hi,
Ron. Hello.
I'm getting a few things after that.
Paul.
Oh, Manuel.
Hello. Hello.
Thing is, us
Sure.
UK and Europeans have no excuse. But I feel sorry for the Australians. It's like 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning. Paul, welcome aboard, mate.
Good morning, everybody.
Hello.
Evening.
Hello.
Okay, I was just in the
Waking
middle of asking Manuel what's on his bench. What have you got for us tonight, Manuel?
Yes, I'm going to. Yes, no. This
Manuel
is
is a big time 1:72 scale modeler, so
yes. This is
Wow.
one more jewel. This is the ZIL 157, the Russian command tanker for World War II. This is the most famous truck in the Soviets. This is from ICM 172 scale. This is on a kit from the 1905. And you can see it's all details. I create the effect of the mud here in the chassis. You can see all the dirty. All the
that's what gets
weathering.
me with the 172 scale stuff that you do, Manuel. The amount of detail that you put into these and weathering is just stunning.
I put it in. I make some scratch wheel. You can see here in the window. I put the window down to create more effect.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is not in the kit.
What brand is that again, Manuel?
This is from ICM.
ICM.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to show the box. This is the old ICM, not the new one. This is the old one, the ICM.
Oh, yeah.
I've had absolutely no experience with ICM kits, so
I've heard a lot
Yes,
of good
yeah.
reports about
ICM is the old one, but this is very good. And all the axes, they are metal. Everything, the tail, the spare wheel, I put the leather, every details, some storage here in the roof. You can see
Yeah.
I put here storage, here the rail, I think the protections of the
Mate,
lights.
that's absolutely sublime.
Yes.
And you can see in my hand, this is very small.
I just cannot do 172. It's just too small a scale for me. So that's incredible, Manuel.
No, I know. I'm going to show you.
Oh,
This is more
wow.
small. This is more small than the truck.
Wow.
You're taking the Mickey now.
This
What
is
that?
the main. They call the Americans the main two cab. This is the Humvee from the. I put the scheme of the Desert Storm. All the
Oh, right.
weathering of the desert. You can see
Yeah.
all the dust. Even in the chassis, I detail all in the weather.
Very
This
nice.
is scratch wheel. I scratch wheel the grill. The grill is not. I put with the scriber. I open the grill to create more effect.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Either the dust in the windshield. I put the dust in 172. This is more difficult.
Hmm.
That is incredible. Thank you, Manuel. We've just been joined by King Bob as well. Bob Boosking from the US.
Hey, how's everybody?
Morning, Bob.
Not that long ago, I last seen you.
By the way, links to all of my friends that are on the panel tonight showing us their stuff are in the description of tonight's stream. So please head over there. Show a little bit of love. Head down them all, give them all a thumbs up, and give them all a subscription if you so feel like it. Thank you so much. Oh, here we go. What are we speaking?
And for finish, this is a miniature 172 scale. This is an Australian soldier from the war in Pacific against the Japanese,
Wow.
and they create all the details, highlights, everything. You can see this is very small. I put everything: the katana, the rifle.
I can only dream of doing detail like that, Manuel. That's incredible, mate.
I put the tone of the skin because they have more burn skin in the jungle.
Yeah.
I'm guessing the actual soldier figurines, they all came in a kit. There wasn't just one in a little box, was it? There's a few of them.
And this is very small. You can see this is my little finger
Oh, wow.
to put in a scale.
Can I take that home? Pretend I done it. I keep saying it's the wrong stuff.
Jacob Richard Bill says the ICM are brilliant kits. I'll have to try one at some point, but not at 172.
148.
That would drive me absolutely insane.
I do a 132 Spitfire.
Manuel, thank you so much, mate. Oh, we got another one. Hang on.
Yes, this is a little more. This is my more high. This is 132 scale. This is scratch build. I scratch build the miniature. I cut the rifle in the shoulder and I put a shell 88 millimeters to put in the diorama to load the cannon. This is scratch build.
Stuff, mate.
With a toothpick, I create the ham on 88.
Thing is, I've tried kit bashing some of them little figures before, the like 135 ones, and I always end up with more of my DNA on it, sticky fingers and just glue everywhere.
This is fresh.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's awesome.
Thank you.
Manuel, thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm going to have to move on now because we've had a lot,
Yes,
of
it is.
time and we've got 25 minutes left. So I'm going
Okay.
to go to the one, the only, Mr. Paul Price from Australia. Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Not too bad.
Hey, hey, hey.
What have you got for us, mate?
Okay, I'll start off with my idea of a tribute for Terry.
Oh, wow.
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 That's awesome.
Very nice.
It's fantastic.
Love
Yeah.
it.
I like the effect of the chrome on the engine.
That's just sublime.
Wow, the detail of the engine is fantastic.
I could only
Great,
dream of
great
like that.
work.
That's an aftermarket engine too. Let's see. So we were talking about ICM. Excuse the gut.
Yeah.
You've got the full build of that up on your channel, though, haven't you, Paul?
No,
Yeah.
I don't have a pedal.
No?
Oh, Yes, the Beaufort.
Yeah.
Yes,
But that's
the new one.
modified for the Australian version.
Yes, that is a very beautiful plane.
What brand is that, Paul?
ICM.
That's ICM as
it's-
well. Wow.
Yeah, 148.
Yes,
Welcome
it's the new
welcome
one.
to the ICM show, everyone.
But
That was
that I
awesome.
had to convert because our Beauforts didn't run Bristol engines.
I'm just going to turn your volume up a little bit, Paul.
Okay. Yeah,
There we go. Lovely.
seeing our Beauforts didn't run the Bristols, they ran the right Cyclones, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
there was
what scale is that, Paul?
148.
That's 148.
Wow.
And can you remember how much you paid for it?
No.
I only ask the cost of these things for people who are first getting into this, so they get an idea of like cost and whatever.
Right, Paul.
Oh, he's beat you to it, Ron.
Yes, the Gannet.
And that is the Epix Fairy Gannet.
Yes, it is a beautiful one.
In Royal Australian Navy markings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell us, Paul, did it all fit together perfectly? Was it a dream to build? Was there any problems you came across with that kit?
The only problems I had building it was me. This actual aircraft is actually on the bottom of Jarvis Bay, south of Sydney.
Really?
All right.
Really?
Yeah, its first night landing, it hooked the last wire and bounced off.
Oi.
So
And
paint-wise,
pardon?
paint-wise, whose paints have you used?
Outlaw?
It's all Outlaw paints.
Oh, well, there you go.
By the way, you can, everyone, as I found out yesterday, you can now get the full Outlaw range in the UK, which is really cool. So I've just placed an order.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Paul.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna snap on you that one, Paul.
Yeah, the next one I do will be with the wings opened.
Oh, you're going to do another one then? Okay.
Yeah, I bought two.
Oh, right. You went greedy then, weren't you?
So
Well, I waited 6 months for that one to arrive
Wow.
Wow.
because that's how long it takes to get down here.
Yeah.
And one of the other hobby shops I go to, just their advertising emails popped up one day. In stock, the Fairy Gannet, so I ordered it and bought it.
I'm going to say it again. I know I've mentioned it on a lot of my streams, and we were even on about it yesterday. Airfix are doing some just amazing work at the moment. Every single new release, new tool they've done since around about 2007, 2010 has been sublime. The company has absolutely turned itself around. Everyone I've spoken to with the new kits is just blown away. As you saw Paul there with the Fairy Gannet, and I know Paul's got the Spitfire that I'm on with at the moment as well. And Scott is just about to build the Spitfire. We are all just plainly blown away. If anyone's watching from Airfix, good stuff, mate. Keep it coming.
It took me 3 years to get that.
Wow.
And we were just talking about the Spitfire, which I'm currently on with on my lives, and Paul's got his out, and it is just sublime.
Yeah.
The fit and the finish and the detail is just incredible.
Oh, and if Airfix are watching, please re-release the TSR2.
Oh yes. Yeah. Definitely.
Yes.
Was there something
Because
special about the TSR2? Because that's a properly old kit, that.
Yeah.
Apparently, we were one of the countries interested in buying it until we got the F-111.
Right, because they cancelled the TSR2, didn't they?
Yes.
It didn't actually go into production. But I remember Airfix bringing it out as a kit. Hang on, let me go.
They did it in 172nd and 148.
Yeah.
And all the upgrades are still available for it.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, thank you for showing and telling. I'm going to go
You're
to the owner of Greg's UK, the pasty man, the pie man, the sausage roll man himself. It's Mr. Ron Hettam. Hey,
You're
Ron,
right.
welcome aboard, mate.
Thank
Oh,
you.
he's got all the bills that he's sending to me that I'm going to say, ta-da, this cut I made.
And there we go.
And Ron has done the Gannet as well. Look at that.
The
Wow.
British version.
Yeah. The only reason why I've done this, the British version, is because my grandfather's brother, late brother, was on one of the Royal Navy. And I thought, in honor of him, I actually decided to do the Fairy Gannet as in this.
That's great.
And this is the one Tash once.
Yeah.
It went together like a dream, to be quite honest with you. It was fantastic. I mean, if
I have
anything-
actually got the Fairy Gannet in my stash to build.
yeah.
And some of the guys out there were around when I mentioned that I've got the contra-rotating motor for it, the coaxial motor.
Yes.
So I will be motorizing mine. So that'll be worth a watch. See how much is after I can
Oh,
course.
yes, definitely.
Oh, another
Definitely
one.
watch.
Plus, you can't take your fingers off.
It'd be interesting how you managed to do the counteracting or counter rotation prop.
No, the
Yes.
Chinese actually make micro
Oh, God, yeah, I want that now.
contra-rotating motors,
Okay.
or coaxial motors.
It was a great kit, that.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the Osprey 22. Very
Tell us
good.
all about it, Ron.
That is an Osprey. That's a 148, and it's by Academy. Unfortunately, his rotor top has gone missing. It's down the bottom there somewhere. But yeah, it went together quite nicely. A few little issues here and there, but nothing major to worry about. You can get over it, and then yeah, so that's how I done it. And
It's in better nick than mine is.
did
Mine
I
ran
ask, what did you do with your one then, Paul?
It sort of had a propulsion failure and hit the floor.
Ah,
Oh, ouch.
Same day the Camel did, Scott.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I've done that one, and then
Hit the
another
same
one
air pocket.
Tasha once as well. She's kind of like almost been kicking me in the bloody shins all the time. The Hawker Typhoon.
Yeah,
Look
very
at
good.
that. Come on, Ron. Tell us all about it then. Brand, cost. How long did it take you to build?
This took me to. By the way, the prop still moves as well. So
Yay!
it took me probably about 6 to 8 weeks, and it was a. Let me see now. If I remember correctly. I think it was. What was the hobby box? Either a
I've
hobby
got the
box
temp.
or either a hobby box or Airfix. I'm not 100% sure, but I do remember I quite enjoyed it. It was quite nice. It did take a lot of painful efforts at the end of the day, because especially when you see at the D-Day markings,
Yes.
that was not easy.
Yeah, it's very
That
well
was
different.
really a pain.
Do you know, I never realised that the Typhoon had a slight gull wing going on.
Yes, yes,
Yes, yes.
That's the
Yeah.
first time I've noticed that.
yeah. You were there,
Yeah.
sort of thing like that.
It have a little curve in the wing.
Yeah, very, 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 very slight curve.
And we were talking about this the other night, weren't we? There's that famous bit of footage on YouTube of the Typhoon taking out one of the German
Yes.
armoured trains, and it's just a cracking bit of footage.
Yeah, I actually looked it up, and it was the one that they took over from. I think it came over from Kent somewhere.
Amazing.
Now the Typhoons they were used to make some crash of the V1 bombs.
Yes, yeah.
There was a squadron specified to crash the V1s. They touch with the point of the wing in the bomb
No,
and
that's a
counterweight.
Spitfire, isn't it, Emmanuel? It's a Spitfire. The Spitfire
Yes,
Mark
no,
II
but-
that had it over
Yeah,
London.
yes, the Spitfire, yes, but some
Yeah.
Typhoons have the same role. I have some
No.
research.
No.
I don't think the Typhoon was quite quick enough.
No, it wasn't. No, definitely wasn't. No, it was more. The Typhoon was more like a tank buster, almost like the P-51.
Because
I would have to agree with
the
that. I've always known the Typhoon as more of a tank buster role, but there we go.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
It's a more heavy fighter.
Probably thinking of the Tempest. Tempest did have the speed.
Yes, it was. Yes, this one. I'm have mistaken in the name, but the Tempest. I have.
Yeah.
I'm referred to the Tempest.
Yeah. No problem at all.
Sprue saying, Paul, show the speeder.
Speeder.
Thank you for that, Ron, by the way, mate.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Let's get a close-up.
Wow.
Don't get too close. It's 30-year-old.
Wow, that's cool.
It's been
Is
in a
that one of
few
the
houses.
original AMT kits that came out?
Yes.
Ah, nice. I've got the Millennium Falcon that I got when I was a kid. So.
And the twin TIE fighters are on top of the shelf.
I won't ask you to turn your Enterprise on. We'll save that for when you finish it.
Oh, it's easy to turn on.
Up on the shelf there, he's got the NC-1701.
Oh, look at that.
And it's fully lit. And if I remember rightly, is that the Polar Lights kit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just beautiful. Sublime.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Well, guys, I think we're done.
What about me?
Yeah,
Oh,
what about
Bob, sorry. I did it again. I've done this to Bob before. Bob, God damn, I so apologise. Hey, Bob.
Oh, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome aboard, buddy.
How are you today?
I'm real good. Thanks for joining us, my friend.
You're welcome.
That looks stock.
I got a few things to show you today. It's been a while since we've been on. I just finished this one last night.
Hang fire there, Bob. Let me just turn your volume up.
All right. You hear me now?
Yeah.
I've just turned you up my end. Go for it.
I just finished this one last night. This is the Monogram 124 scale Pro Street Firebird that I did as a Black Bandit.
That's cool.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
There is a link to Bob's channel in the description for tonight's live stream. Head over there, give that a
3D
subscribe.
printed wheels on it.
Bob just does some sublime stuff. Man alive.
Left is right, right is left. Left is right,
Let me
right.
put you on big, because I'm going to want to get a still of this for the new intro.
I can send you pictures when I get
All
them.
right, nice one, Bob. Thank you.
Oh, I'm getting ready to take the HD pictures of it. So we got that one. Just finished it last night. And just finished this one the night before.
Oh, nice.
The Jaguar type. Beautiful. I like it like that.
This
I
is
like
the
the race.
Revolve Germany Jaguar, the 124 scale.
What was it Mr. Ferrari said about those? The most beautiful car ever made.
Yeah.
And it's got the, I put the luggage in the back that I was talking about that came in the Corvette.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, I just finished this one as well. We were talking about senior. I got like 7 senior bills, but this is my favorite one.
All right.
I didn't see things, though.
Terry Camaro.
Yeah.
I did this one with the new Revell kit for the 69 Camaro, and I did vinyl top on it.
Yeah.
Had a vinyl top.
Absolutely stunning, Bob.
It's got Kiss My Ass on it and all that. For those of you who don't know, Kiss My Ass for Terry was a term of endearment.
Yes.
I think it's a stroke of genius because Kiss My Ass is just so good. It just fits on just about any model.
And then got a couple more I'll do real quick.
In case any first-time viewers, Terry Senior or Terry Thacker, he was a big part of the modelling community
My camera up a little bit.
a couple of months ago, and a lot of us did Terry Senior tribute bills and raised a bit of cash for the family as well while we were doing it.
This is my Star Wars ARC 170 that I just finished a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
There you go.
and it's one of the older kits, but I've been around for a while. But I kind of liked it. I added the other windows that were just painted black on the kit, and then I put an astromech in the droid port on top.
It's just focused in on the detail on those engines, and that is just stunning.
It's fantastic. Different of the matter.
Yeah, this was a Clone Warriors heavy attack fighter.
Wow.
It's got these big monster guns on it.
Yeah.
And then something a little closer to home for the D-Day group build. I did this Tamiya P-47.
Oh.
I love that one. I love that one. Thunderbird. The big.
Big hi to Tammy and Ray, just joined us in chat. Hey, Tammy and Ray, welcome. Also, J-Rock Does Stuff's joined us as well. Hey, J-Rock. And Brian from Knoxville Model Car Garage has joined us. Brian, if you want to do a quick show and tell, you can join us, mate. I'll put the link in again.
We added the invasion stripe start to make it a D-Day bird.
Yeah.
Underneath then.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That is the version Razorback.
Yeah, this is the Razorback one.
The
I was
Razorback.
wondering bubble top.
I love it.
My stash.
Yeah.
The original jug.
Yeah.
Yes, I love that one.
I do like the P-47s.
Yeah.
Yes, the restants for today. I have to adjust the camera again. He's my big.
Oh, wow.
Oh, very good. The Dragon Heart. I love that one. I see the film.
Dragon.
Have to
Wow.
go handheld. We got Draco the Dragon.
You got to do a Sean Connery voice now.
I'm not. I can't do a Scottish. I can do Welsh. I can do a little bit of Welsh, but not Scottish. There we go. They got him in. It's got Sir Bowden on there, who was a white metal. This was a limited edition monogram vinyl kit.
All right.
Very good.
Draco the Dragon. And he was a job to paint because he's freckled.
Yeah.
Thousands and thousands of little dots on him.
That Razorback, what kit was it?
Yeah,
Tamiya. Okay.
little chief kit. I think it is. Yeah, to me a little chief kit.
Yeah. Very nice though.
Bob, you have been busy and you've done me into absolute silence.
But that's
Just glorious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, all the links to everyone who's taken part in tonight's panel, they are in the description of tonight's live stream. So please head down there and give them a subscribe. It really does encourage us to do more. Right now, though, we'd like to keep this to an hour. We're almost there. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Scott. Thank you, Bob. Thank you, Manuel. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, me. Did I miss anyone out?
Yes.
Thank you, Natasha.
Like you smuggler.
I am just gonna drop this new outro that we've got because I have been busy doing the videos as well. Let me just get this out. We thank everyone for joining us on all of the platforms. And all right, are we there? Are we there? We are. Let me do it properly. There we go. So I thank everyone for watching us on all different platforms, Rumble, Twitch, X, Instagram, and the YouTube in full glory 1080p. We will probably be back in a couple of weeks' time on a Friday this time, because I only realised tonight I've gone over I'm streaming over my mate Pete from All Scale Models. So
Yes.
I'm going to move this to a Friday at 10 o'clock in a couple of weeks' time. So every 2 weeks we'll do the show and tell show. Anybody fancies taking part, email me at the email address on my channel. But right now, thank you all for joining us. And I'm going to run the intro. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Thank you, Derek.
Makers, the final frontier. These are the adventures of the YouTube channel Little History. Its eternal mission to explore strange new models, to seek out new kits new brands. To boldly go where no scratch build has gone before.